These t-shirt sleeve drawstring bags are the perfect way to use leftover fabric from making t-shirt yarn, making sure nothing goes to waste. Here's how to sew the bags. Cut the sleeve where the seam meets the shirt, but do not include the seam. Then straighten off the raw cut edges with a ruler. I start at the widest point of the sleeve and then make a straight line across. The bag is still going to be a little wonky in shape though, even doing this. If you want straight edges, now is the time to cut the angled side into a straight edge, then sew the seams together. Now turn the sleeve inside out. Now sew the long raw edges together. Ideally, you will want to use a small zigzag stitch to do this. This allows the jersey fabric to stretch without popping the seams. I used a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Be sure to backstitch at the beginning and the end. And now turn the bag inside out. So now that we have the bag, it's time to make the casings. Now, if you had squared off the edges, that would be straight right there on the left-hand side, but this bag works too. So now I have ribbon. I am measuring, just going across the bag at the top once, then doubling that and adding on a couple inches as my measurement. Now to make the casing, I'm cutting through that finished seam at the end of the t-shirt sleeve. So I'm just cutting through on each side of the bag, going through the top right up to the stitching, but not through the stitching. And then on that one side where you have all that kind of seam that was sewn together, I just kind of notched it out so that the casing would work. So now I put a safety pin on one of the pieces of ribbon, and you push it in one side of the casing, and you do like a push and pull method, just pushing it through, pulling it out, and you're going to do this until the safety pin comes out on the other side. Now, before you pull too much, go ahead and secure, like grab onto the other end of the ribbon, because you don't want to accidentally pull the entire piece of ribbon through. Now I'm putting the safety pin through the next casing, just looping it around and doing the push-pull method until it comes out the other side. Now, once it comes out the other side, you have 2 cut ends. Go ahead and tie a knot in those ends, and that is going to secure one of the drawstrings. Now, at this point, you could leave it with just one drawstring if you choose to. However, I wanted to put in a traditional drawstring with one on each side. So now you do the same safety pin method. You insert it into the casing, not where the knotted end was, but where that ribbon looped around. And you continue the same method as to pushing it, pulling it, and then drawing it back out. And now again, tie a knot in the ends and just snip off any of those raw edges on the ribbon. And you are absolutely done. It is so quick and easy. If you want a written step-by-step tutorial with pictures of how to make these t-shirt sleeve drawstring bags, that is on the website, easythingstosew.com. I will also put a link to that blog post in the description below. Happy sewing, everybody.